Hello and good day to you all. Bruchim Abayim and welcome back uh, to my tiny channel, as I always comment. Welcome back to this latest edition of Hot Second Hebrew. Hot Second Hebrew. And what is the Hot Second Hebrew word of today? It is peretz. Peretz, spelled with a P, a resh, and a tzadi. P, resh, and tzadi. Peretz. Peretz. Okay, so what does the word mean and why is it so significant? It's one of my favorite words because it relates directly to the Messiah, and you can also find its earliest uses in the book of Bereshit or Genesis in chapter 28, verse 14, very significantly, and also in chapter 38 as well. Having said thus, Shalom Lechem, Anashim Tovim, Uvruchim Habaim La'arutz HaKatan Sheli. Today, Hayom, we're going to talk about peretz. Peretz. You know, we all may be very shocked at how many expressions that we have steeped in our culture that come directly from the Tanakh or from the Hebrew Bible, and we probably never really gave much thought to its origins. One of those is, and I'm sure you've heard it, a frustrated brother or sister who sits there in a tight situation and they end up saying, he's going to make a way, or he can make a way out of no way. I know you've heard it, right? I'm sure you've used it. Okay, so parat is a Hebrew word that means to breach, okay, dynamically, explosively, to create a gap, um, or to make a breach, or to make a path, okay, or to smash, to punch through. You also find it in the form Perez as a last name, Perez or Peres, okay? This word, even though I won't cover the other, is also related to parush, parush, where we get the word prushim or Pharisees, all right? Lifros in its infinitive form, and it means to spread, or to open, and or to breach, or to make plain by spreading out, right? So again, this is our word. Its earliest use is found in, as I mentioned, the book of Genesis, chapter 28. Most notably, where Tamar has two kids in her womb. She has twins, okay? And they're just jostling and they're fighting, to see who's going to be the firstborn. And it says in the Torah, and I'm only going to paraphrase here, that while the two are jostling around within her womb, one of them punches very violently, and he punches his fist from her womb. And the child's fist, the baby's fist, is hanging out. So the midwife, she ties a red cord around the arm, right? Bikurim, this is the first fruit. This is Bechor, this is the firstborn. This is the firstborn. Okay, you've seen it in the block form because it's quicker. I like to write in the script form. And here is what she named the child. So it says in the text that when the mother looked down and sees the fist hanging out, she says, Ma paratzta alecha paretz. What a breach you have made upon yourself. Alecha upon yourself. What a breach you have made. How you have breached upon yourself a breach. She's basically saying that he breached, or he created an opening, but he somehow did it upon himself, which is a very curious statement. So she named the child Peretz. Peretz, okay? So we know where it first appears in the Tanakh. Where does it appear? In the Brit Chadashah. Where does it appear in the Brit Chadashah? Well, in Hebrew Matthew, if we take a look at the genealogy of Yeshua HaMashiach, Melech HaMashiach, HaMashiach HaAdon. Let me know when you hear the word. It's only 3 short verses, okay? And it's the genealogy found in Matthew chapter 1, verses 1 through 3. ספר היוחסין של ישוע המשיח בן דוד בן אברהם. אברהם הוליד את יצחק, יצחק הוליד את יעקב, ויעקב הוליד את יהודה ואת אחיו. יהודה הוליד את פרץ. There it is. יהודה begat peretz ואת זרח מתמר. So Yehuda begat two twins, Peretz and Zarah mitamar, from Tamar. So Peretz, again, it means to breach. Okay, it's also a birthing term, to breach the womb. Okay, and this word carries a lot of heavy connotation with respect to the Mashiach. In some writings, older writings, Mashiach is called Mashiach ben HaPoretz, the one who breaks open the way, There is a prophecy, and I've covered it a little bit in one of my videos. Another one is coming up really soon. Okay, Micah chapter 2, in the book of Micah chapter 2, around verse 12, 13, you'll find where all of Israel will be gathered in the latter days, okay, and there will be so many of them that they will be making noise like sheep in a pen. And then someone who will come up, who is called Haporetz, okay? And there's a little difference here I want to show you, because paratz is the verb form, okay? Peretz is a noun name form, yeah? But when you add the definite article, Haporetz, as it's found in Micah chapter 2, with the definite article in front, ha, and then poretz, and there's a vav there in the middle, it becomes the one who breaches. The one who breaches. Like, for example, if you take the word yashav, sits or dwells, right? Yoshev becomes one who sits. Hayoshev becomes the one who sits. Hayoshev bamramim, the one who sits up high. But in this Micah prophecy, it says that one will come up who is called Haporetz. He is called the breacher, or the one who breaks open the way. And I have a video coming, actually, real soon. I've touched on this a little bit in a different video, but I never showed you the verses inside of Scripture, exactly where they fall. So a video is coming up real soon that will cover that topic in depth and show you where the words are and show you their correlation and show you how the one who did breach open the way is the one who broke open the womb to the kingdom of heaven, right? You must be born again, but one had to break open the way, and it's reflected also in Matthew chapter 11. I will show it to you in Hebrew Matthew so that you will see the correlation of how the one who breached open the way, he was the initial breaker, and those who followed him held open the way for others to come through. And from a paleo standpoint, again, it's not an exact science, but a lot of the words in the paleo form, they are picture words, and they will give you they'll give you a little bit of a view into the ancient understanding of the word. Again, it's not an exact science. A lot of cases it works very well, and it works out very well, and it makes a lot of sense. So pei, of course, as you know, is a Hebrew singular letter, but pei is a mouth, is a person's mouth, right? Or it can symbolize, when used in the word af, which means anger, by the way, aleph and a fe, the nose. When a person's mad, right, and their nostrils fly open, right? The nostrils fly open, af. This is why you see a lot of translations that says that when a person's anger kindles, it says their nose flares. This is why. But pei primarily is a mouth, right? So pei, the mouth, or the words of the man. The vav is a man. It can be a tent peg or a man primarily. Okay, but the mouth, or the words of the man, right? Rosh, Rosh or Resh, it means the apex or the top or the summit, right? Or the summit. So the words of the mouth from the man leads to the apex or the summit. And Sadiq, is a trail or a path, but it is also righteousness. A trail or a path or righteousness. The words of the mouth of the man leads to the apex or to the summit of the path of righteousness. He who has an ear, let him hear. So that was today's offering of hot second Hebrew, the word peretz, proper name peretz, who is of whom Yeshua the Messiah descended from, and Yeshua also took on the name of being known as the son of Peretz, so the son of the breaker, and he opened the way and he made a way for us. I will also, in the upcoming video about this word in depth, we'll talk about a mashal or a parable from older writings called Hamelech sheporetz et hagader la'asot lo derech, the king who breached the gate in order to make for himself a way. And you will see some very interesting parallels with exactly what the Messiah did. And I think you'll enjoy it. I think you will. So that's it for today's offering of Hot Second Hebrew. I pray that you and yours are blessed. And I want to thank you all also for pushing my subscriber numbers up. You've been liking and you've been sharing as well. So as always, I humbly ask, because closed mouth don't get fed, if you find my videos and any of my viewpoints or offerings a blessing to you in any type of way, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Until the next time, Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmarecha, Ya'er Adonai patnav elecha v'yichunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha. Shalom. See you soon.